Donna Schwartz here from the Everything Saxophone Podcast. We are live on location in Las Vegas. We just finished the Sax Girls Rock concert at the West Las Vegas Library, and I'm here with Theresa Grayson. Man, she seriously brought down the house. She was ridiculous. I'm so glad to have you on the podcast.
Thank you, and thank you for having us. And you know what? We appreciate for what you do.
Oh, thank you.
Bringing us to the light, bringing us to the world. So we're going to continue to support you, and I'm on. I'm as Joyce said earlier, I'm a fan for life.
Oh my
Done
gosh.
Deal.
Well,
deal.
Same thing with you. I shot video, so we're going to be sharing that as well. But yeah, I mean, you had such a command of the stage, and all the songs that you played, and soprano, tenor, the sound, just incredible.
Sweet. Thank you. And just many years of working. We are on our grind, and we work really, really hard. So, I just love what I do, and I'm passionate about it. It starts from the training, and then after that, it becomes like a gift to me. It's a gift, at a certain point, because sometimes that training goes out the window, and it's what you feel, and it's how you can interpret what you've learned. That's when that gift falls in.
I'm glad you said that, because you went to University of North Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm thinking, okay, she's going to have chops. And I could definitely tell with the way you improvised too. How you approached it and how you fit it in to the styles of music that you're playing.
Right. And I'm careful when I'm doing that, because here's the thing: I don't want to lose my audience. You want to wow them, but you don't want to get so wrapped up in playing all the technical things. And it's beautiful, but then sometimes I'm like a Celine Dion almost, like that Whitney Houston. I love the long tones. I love the really high notes, and I think you heard a lot of those.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy, because even my professors in school, while they were training me, I'm like, listen, you have perfected. And soprano was actually my principal instrument.
Oh.
Yeah, in college and beyond. So I fell in love with it. But soprano is always it's the hardest one, the instrument, to play in tune.
Yeah.
From the high register to the mid. And I've seen, thank you God, I've seen to master that part, because it was really tough in the beginning. But that's my baby. That's my little baby in there. So yeah.
Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. Her soprano has crystals on it, doesn't
Swarovski
it?
crystals, yes. And the tenor.
And the tenor.
Yes.
I was looking and I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, she's all sparkling and all that kind of stuff. And how are her instruments doing that too?
Absolutely. And again, you mentioned NAMM before we started the podcast. I attended NAMM a couple of years in a row, and when I found this company called CE Winds, they make these instruments. I was walking, y'all, and I stopped in my track, and I said, oh my God. When Marilyn Monroe says a diamond is a girl's best friend, listen, this girl stopped. I looked, and the instrument that I pointed to was the tenor that I'm playing today.
Wow.
I tried that tenor out. I said, I want this one. This one's mine, baby.
That's awesome.
And I was so grateful, because my manager at the time, of course, and with the company, they endorsed me. So he sponsored the instrument and the soprano as well.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so shout out to Akeem. Thank you.
And CE Wins.
CE Wins. And you know what? Althea Renee, she's also endorsed by them. So she has a Swarovski studded crystal flute. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know. They make alto, tenor, and flutes.
Oh, see, that's really cool to know, for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, let me ask you this question. We've got to the horns and all that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who were your mentors that influenced you the most in terms of tone, right? And in terms of style of music and stuff?
Okay, so my beginnings kind of grew up in church of God in Christ. So I had a lot of gospel saxophone players.
Oh, I thought you were going to say singers. Okay.
Saxophone players. So I was this little girl, 13 years old, and I had all of these, talented, amazing professional men around me playing. And they were just killer. So I wanted a special tone. I didn't want that raspy tone. I didn't want that old gospel tone. I wanted to create my own tone that identifies me. But I just studied different horn players. You see what I'm saying? So I studied the Walter Bees. I studied the Sonny Stitts. I studied, the Charlie Parkers. I studied all of them. Walter Beasley. I just go down the list. Kirk Whalum. I studied and listened to all of them. I listened to their riffs, but I still developed my own tone. And it's so crazy, because my soprano has its tone, you notice. My tenor has its tone. And then if you ever heard my alto, oh my God, alto has its own tone. But it was important to me that I didn't want to sound like anybody else. How about that?
No, listen, this is great because we just interviewed Joyce Spencer, and she was just talking about making your own lane.
Yes.
And how perfect does this fit in because you're making your own lane
That's right.
with your sound.
That's right.
And her sound is huge,
Right.
by the way. I mean, not only that, too. Not only is it huge, but Joyce was saying this, too. I don't know if you were standing over there. I don't know if you heard her say this, but it was like you were caressing the sound, like with your dynamics, and how you were really just, you controlled the horn.
Yes.
The horn didn't control you.
That's right. That's right. And so it's important to me to use, I love the fact that you use dynamics because that's important when you're playing because you want to be expressive. You know, Kirk Whalum always said one thing, be always ready. So I make sure that I'm ready. But he said, color your music, be colorful. So when I'm playing something, the second tune I played was very slow and very pretty, then I bring it down because that's what it calls for. But then when it's time to belt out, then I do. So I definitely use dynamics. I'm glad that you noticed that. I use dynamics big time. It's important.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? But I want to make music interesting. You don't want to play just the same hard going at it the whole night. You know, break it down, play soft, play some beautiful stuff. Okay, you can play the upbeat, fast stuff, you know? So I just believe in, you know, making sure that I have a variety to entertain my audience.
And you're bringing the audience on a journey.
Absolutely, and that is one of my key philosophies. I want them to have that experience and take a journey with me. You know?
Yeah.
Take that ride with me.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Why are you there? Are you there to sit there and just mope and grope and be bored? No. No. I was telling my friends, I tell all of my listeners, listen, it's so important to me that my music inspires. I'm getting you involved. You're singing. I play fun things that you know. Sometimes I'll stop playing. Let's go, you know. And it's all about entertaining and then still knowing your craft and know what to do with your craft.
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key.
Yeah.
Yeah, and knowing the style of music that you're playing, right? So that you're not necessarily overplaying or you know, it's not about showing off. It's about the music.
It's about the music. That's what it is. So if that music calls for, like, you know, Ernie played a really great upbeat song, it called for her coming out, belting, you know, whatever. So, and then when she slowed it, oh my gosh, she's so, listen, that last piece, y'all, are you going to show this, you going to show the concert to them? They're going to be able to get snippets of it?
Yeah, I taped a lot of the concert, and I know there was a videographer as well. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm telling y'all bug her to death. We've got to see the concert. Even if it's just a snippet, because it was some beautiful things happening. And I was moved. When I moved, that is important to me. It's like everything. You know, I stood still. I had a headache. It went away. I was just totally engaged in what she was doing and what she was singing. And that was a cool thing. Like some of us were singing.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
You know?
She did a very interesting version of What a Difference a Day Makes.
I know.
I was like, whoa.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then it was a long piece. I think she even played her alto on it a little bit too. So
yeah.
But that's what makes music so fun, so interesting. I mean, she's an entertainer, y'all. So I love her because we have to give her props because she's the reason for this whole entire event. She's the reason why you're here. We're here. I'm like, okay, I'm in Vegas because of her. Yay. It's super hot though, I'm just saying.
It's like 110.
Yeah, it is very hot. Oh my God. But we had an amazing time, and I really appreciate you along with everyone in the audience coming out and supporting us. And again, just like Joyce said, that, you know, we plan to continue this thing. We're going to perfect it. We're going to get it out there, you know, and there's so much growth to be done. And we're going to do that.
Absolutely.
So you're going to be right along with us, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And in fact, Joyce was just saying, some of the audience members were saying, how about a cruise? It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, not a bad idea. And let's come with it. And see, that is so interesting because I think as I was listening in the dressing room, the audience were in tune, and they were from the beginning.
Yeah.
They were into it. They were singing because I think we just played some great material. And then it was just fun to see ladies do what they do.
Yeah.
You don't see this. You don't see this often.
No,
you
don't, for sure. And everybody was taping. So
listen, I just hope they got my good side. That's all.
You've lots of good sides. And actually, speaking of that, how can people find you online?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so I'm on all social media platforms, okay? So TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, I'm on all of that, okay? And I also have a website, so it's www.theresagrayson.com, www.theresagrayson.com, and that's TheresaGrayson.com. GRAYSON.com. I have music on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, everywhere. So please support us. And we're looking forward to hearing from you. And please support Donna.
Yes, please support this podcast and share this episode.
Everything saxophone. Let's go.
For sure. All right, well, listen, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Bye, y'all.